Good afternoon, it is Gary with CloudNet 360, and today I want to go over 2 items that can help you be a better email marketer. Now, the first one I want to go over is a little bit of a misconception because we have this tool inside of our system. It's called the spam analysis tool, and sometimes people think that this is our tool, that we invented this, and the things that go into this tool are our opinion. But that's just not true. This tool is a third-party tool. It comes from Spam Assassin. And Spam Assassin, if you're not aware of them, they are the entity that will actually go out as a piece of software, and they will reject your email. So in other words, when you send your email, Spam Assassin is doing a check at the server level in many cases, and they determine whether your email goes on from there. It doesn't even make it to the other person's desktop. If Spam Assassin kills it off, it's gone. So this tool doesn't guarantee that your email is going to make it to the intended inbox that you want it to reach. But what it will do is tell you that if you exceed a certain level, you're basically guaranteed not to make it, or, the lucky exception that does make it through. So whenever you're doing a email blast or a email autoresponder, you want to make sure that the content in your email keeps you below that level. If you go above that level, again, you are not even going to make it past the server, past the hosting company that has Spam Assassin on their servers, and that's the end of the story. So this is not a CloudNet 360 tool. We've integrated it into our CRM to help you, because if you do exceed this level, you're almost guaranteed not to get that email through. Again, every little secret that they have as far as how they catch spam versus what they consider a legitimate email is not always disclosed in this tool. But it's a good start. If you're above 3, get rid of that email. Go through, keep pulling out things that are causing that number to go up. Again, they give you clues in the email itself or in the rules itself, but an easy way to do it is just to go through and take the most simple text, put it in, check it. Add your domain, put it in, check it. Add something else, put it in, check it. If you're putting images in, put that in, check it. If you're putting in an attachment, put it in, check it. I actually don't like attachments in an email, but if you're doing that, make sure you're checking these. So check it component by component by component, and you'll see that all of a sudden either your score jumps up or it falls back down, and then that's the culprit. Obviously, there's certain text that you have to watch, like free, guaranteed, step by step, all the big marketing jargon. Those are the things that typically will take your score and bump it up and cause your emails not to go through. Again, can you put that in? Maybe yes, maybe no. Will it maybe pass the score and still get bounced out by some other spam checker? Well, yeah, possibly it will. But this is a good indication. Again, do not exceed this level. That's why after, I think it's 3, we don't even allow the email to go out, because it's so bad, it'll never make it anywhere, and all it's going to do is damage your sending score. And remember, this is not only the CloudNet 360 sending score that determines whether this email gets through. If your domain is bad, if you have a blacklisted domain because you've sent out too many spammy emails, the domain that's in your email is going to cause trouble. So there's many things that happen within email marketing. You have to watch and be careful and be very cognizant about all of these. So do not send out spammy email. Keep it as simple as possible. Watch your domains, and of course, watch the text that you're putting into it. Those are all critical aspects. Now, that's what you shouldn't do, okay? We spent a lot of time here talking about what I don't want you to do, but what I want you to do is I want you to always split test your subject lines. I've talked about this at length, and I've talked about how you cannot take some expert's opinion on what is the best way to do email marketing, because they are wrong. They're only right for themselves. And there may be best practices, but it's like anything else. They're only right for themselves, and you have to figure out what works for your list, because they're all different. Now, I've gone on record in the past, and I've said for CloudNet 360, what really works well for us is to put in new video and then some text, whatever that might be. And you'll notice in this subject line, I have new video, and then different text. But in another one, in subject line 1, I didn't do that. I put in, did you see this Soccer Labs video? And then I personalized it with their first name. A lot of times that personalization will actually hurt your results. Again, these are things you have to test with your list. But if you look at the results from this split test, what works for CloudNet 360 does not work for Soccer Labs. What works for Soccer Labs is a significantly higher subject line with personalization. I don't think that will work for CloudNet 360. All the data, all the repetition, all the split testing we've done proves to me that this is the wrong way to go for CloudNet 360. But now that skews my mindset, and it makes me think that what works for CloudNet 360 will work for Soccer Labs. But the data is showing us otherwise. Right now we see that new video isn't doing much for us at all. And what we need to do is put some benefit out there, and it appears personalization works. So now what I'm going to do in the next emails, I'm going to make sure that we personalize each and every subject line and then test the text and then find out, is it personalization or is it something else in that subject line that is getting more people to open than putting in new video dash something else. So do not trust the guru, do not trust me, do not trust your best friend, do not trust your husband, your wife, or your significant other, or whatever you may trust as far as what is the best subject line. Make sure you are split testing, make sure you are split testing each and every one and in every condition. If you're going to do a holiday one, that may be different. You may get a different result because it's a holiday-based email versus a summertime email or a special. You may get a different result when you're advertising discounts versus when you're advertising a new program. These are all things you have to test, and you have to find these for yourself on your list for your products, for your circumstances. That's why we made split testing one click simple. Just click it and add a subject line. Click it and add a subject line. I'm not going to do the demonstration because I've done so many of those in the past, and anyone that's using it has already seen that it's just click, 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 click. If you want 2, 3, 4, 5 subject lines, you just click it 5 times or 4 times or 3 times. So anyhow, I'm going to close out. I'm going to repeat myself. A, make sure you are checking to ensure your spam numbers are below that 3 threshold. Mine are almost always in the 1. I never even get above 2. And if I get above 2, I always go back and I change it because I want to have my spam measurement threshold as low as possible while I'm still able to get my message out. 2, split test every single subject line and make sure you are doing it all the time, every time, under every circumstance, and you will get more opens, you will get more click-throughs, you will sell more because of that one simple thing. This is Gary with CloudNet 360 helping you sell more faster with simple selling secrets. All right, you have a great day now, and I look forward to talking with you more in my next video. Bye.